Is there are there many questions left in your mind about?
No, there's a couple of things that we got to clean up, game plan wise. It seems like you would think we've been working on them for a month, but we haven't. Reality's been the last couple of weeks, and there's a couple of different things we're doing. We got to clean up and hone down these last couple of days. A little more mental. We finished the physical part today, so expect these guys to lock in. Wednesday and Thursday on the field and a walkthrough on Friday. And then after Friday, just get some rest and get ready to go on Saturday.
What about Clemson in that bowl game? I mean, is that a film y'all have looked at a bunch, and why were they so successful?
Well, it was. It was one of the few games I watched in bowl season because of different things you got going on in practice. But that was the right night before our game, and just really impressed with them, how they handled adversity in that game and how hard they fought and played for 60 minutes. And they kept believing. Guys made plays when they had to on the defensive side of the ball, and then offensively that quarterback impressed me watching that game. I hadn't watched any offensive tape, but I was impressed watching that game live on TV, just how tough he played that game.
Dabo said this spring that I think they got like 6 starters back on defense, but he says he's convinced they're going to be noticeably better on D this year compared to last year. What did you see kind of in that bowl that led you to believe that?
Well, they got 6 guys, probably 7 to 8 that played a lot last year. In that game, I saw guys playing hard, and that's always a sign of a good defense, that guys playing hard. And that game's going to give them confidence going into this year, confidence for them, confidence in their system. Coordinator's first year, now going into the second year, is going to be a lot of carryover. A lot of things they can clean up from last year's package, and a lot of things they're going to be able to add because of familiarity. So I expect a hungry defense that's going to fly around and play fast. And like I said last week, it's going to come down to guys making plays in one-on-one situations, and we got to come up with our fair share.
You have obviously Georgia Clemson is an old rivalry, but most of it's taken place a long time ago. Did you come up knowing much about the Georgia Clemson rivalry? Do you remember much about that?
Just watching it on TV and remember it being a big game, but nothing really more than that. You obviously remember the big field goal that Butler had in 83 or 84, and watching that and just in awe that day. But just always remember a hard-fought game. Two teams playing for 60 minutes, and it reminded me of an SEC football game.
How much do you run into those guys on the recruiting trail? They've recruited Georgia pretty hard, haven't they?
They do, and they recruit Georgia. They're only an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes away, and try to come in Georgia and probably recruit like their home state, like we do a couple states that are neighboring to us. And you run into them, and there's nothing that's not civil out there. You recruit guys, and that's part of it.
Like you have a lot of guys on offense that have played in a lot of big games. I know the defensive side of the ball isn't the same, but when you have an environment like this, how much comfort do you have knowing that these guys have kind of been there?
Well, hopefully we got a lot to draw back, a lot of experience to draw from. Guys can draw on that experience and be able to handle adversity, handle the environment, the hostile environment. But at the same time, it's still the first game. There's going to be bugs that we're going to have to work out. There's going to be some plays that don't go our way. We're probably going to have a couple false starts, but we got to be able to handle that adversity. We can't let one bad play dictate our whole game, or our whole series, or our whole half. We got to keep playing, and that's what I want to see, is how we handle some adversity, because there's going to be adversity in that game. There's going to be more than one spot in that game is adversity, and hopefully our experience will make us be able to handle that better.